Good morning, friends. So glad to be able to meditate with you this morning. I'm going to just be offering a guided meditation. We'll just move right into meditation, and it'll last 30 minutes, and then we'll be finished. So I invite you now to take a posture for meditation. You don't need to be sitting in front of the computer. Take whatever posture for meditation you find most supportive. So whether it's sitting on the floor or sitting in a chair or lying down. And let's begin with an intention to uh, really arrive, to fully arrive for this practice. We may be carrying in our hearts with us the care and love and compassion for the world. But we don't need to be preoccupied with it. So whatever thoughts or worries or concerns might be spinning around, just put them aside. It's not the time for them now. We can just let them go. And take a posture which feels stable and balanced and at the same time energized. So if you're sitting, feeling the feet on the floor, if you're sitting in a chair, or your knees, you're resting on the floor, or resting on a cushion if you need some support, if your knees don't quite reach the floor. Your posture should be comfortable enough so that you're not struggling with it, especially as we begin to sit. Sometimes a little discomfort comes up in the course of the sitting, but beginning with the posture that feels very supportive and lifting from the base of the spine through the crown of the head, lifting the spine. And let's begin with a couple of deep breaths and exhaling, relaxing. Your eyes can be closed or partly open with the gaze downward and soft, hands resting on the thighs or folded in the lap. The feeling of your hands resting on your thighs or in your lap. As we begin, breathe, bring an intention to your breathing, and as we breathe intentionally, very often the breath is longer. And the breath can be like kind of a gathering instrument to gather in the energy, the restlessness, the scatteredness, the fragmentation of the mind, collecting it. Bring a sense of the awareness, the mindfulness being right inside the breath, following the whole breath, beginning, middle, end of the in-breath to the sense of pausing or turning into the out-breath. Beginning, middle, end of the out-breath and the space at the end of the out-breath. You might be feeling the breath in your nostrils or in your chest or your abdomen. Or you might be having a general feeling of the breath in the body. However you connect with the breath most easily, most fully, that's fine. And as you begin to collect your attention around the breath, see if you can just allow the breath to rise and fall naturally. You might find that the breath becomes a bit more, a bit lighter, more subtle. See what's true for you. Whatever I describe doesn't necessarily have to be this way. And the important thing is that you are exploring and aware of and staying connected to how you are breathing and how the breath is manifesting in your body. If you find that thoughts begin to hook your attention and your mind becomes caught up or starts drifting, just kindly and gently bring your attention back to the body and the breath. As your attention becomes a bit more settled, the mind becomes a bit less restless or caught up. Whenever that is, I invite you to bring your attention to the whole body, a sense of the whole body. So we have the capacity called proprioception to, to sense the posture of the body, and the capacity called interoception to sense within the body. And so this can come into the foreground whenever it feels like the mind is settled a bit. The breath can be more in the background. Not letting go of the breath entirely, but just letting it be less prominent in your field of awareness. So letting mindfulness rest in a presence, as a presence in the whole body. And some parts of the body may feel more there may be more awareness. Other parts may feel more in shadow. And if at any point you find yourself getting caught up in thoughts or in imagination, you can always begin again by feeling an in-breath, an out-breath, collecting your attention around the breath. As mindfulness rests in the body, you may notice that there may be places of tension or contraction. And so you can just, perhaps with simply bringing your awareness to that place of contraction, or using the breath as a way to focus attention, you can invite the body to relax, to become more calm and settled. Maybe you notice that the lower abdomen feels tight. Just resting awareness there, just by bringing mindfulness to the tension. Since mindfulness has a quality of non-grasping, that in itself invites the contraction to release. You may feel perhaps tightness around your heart or in your throat. So without trying to force anything or make anything happen, just noticing that and resting the attention there. There can be a kind of letting mindfulness sink in to the place that feels dense and contracted. You may notice as the body begins to become more calm. And this may or may not be unfolding right now in this meditation. So this is just a general instruction for any meditation, any future sitting, if not now. As the body becomes more calm, we can notice in the body arising a quality of well-being, a quality of perhaps joy, contentment, happiness. Could even be relief, just a sense of relief at letting go. And so the Buddha's instruction is to notice the good, notice the beautiful, notice what pleasant and supportive, nourishing experiences arise within your meditation, and take them in, to be aware of them, it's not a grasping, but it's to appreciate, really deeply appreciate the goodness that arises from our practice. How we can nourish ourselves from within. The Buddha used the metaphor of like a spring, a spring-fed lake. The spring arises from the depths of the lake and feeds the lake. So for the last minute of the sitting, I invite you to breathe from the heart, as if imagining that you're sourcing your breath from the heart. Breathing in from the heart, a quality of love and kindness and friendship, caring for yourself and for others. Breathing in from the heart, and as you breathe out, it fills your whole body with love, friendship, kindness. And as you breathe out, the breath extends out from the whole surface of your body, breathing out from all the pores of your skin, extending, rippling outwards in all directions to all beings. May all beings be safe and protected from harm. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be happy and at peace. May all beings live with ease and well-being on this earth. I encourage you to make your body your refuge during this time, so that you can, and at all times, it's not just during this time, but coming back to your body if you feel that you're getting caught up, if you feel that you are just being pulled into past and future and anxiety, just take a few breaths to come back, to breathe, to let go, to be fully here in this moment, to ground yourself in this sense of I'm here, I'm present, I'm alive, and I'm grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful for the many ways that I am connected to the life around me. So I wish you a beautiful day and be well. The live chat doesn't seem to be on. I'm not sure why, but if you want to send any comments, or if you have questions about practice, you can contact me by the True North Insight website. Just put in the subject line for Daryl and send it to info@truenorthinsight.org. So yeah, if you want to share anything about your practice, about how things are going for you, ask a question about practice, I welcome that. So be well, and see you next time.